Senate will come to order. We're returning to items previously passed over. Item number 48, Senate number 2207. Question comes on ordering the bill to a third reading, pending which we have an amendment offered by the Committee on Ways and Means. So we'll have some discussion on all of that. Chair recognizes Senator Comerford.
Thank you, Mr. President, and through you to our colleagues. The bill before the Senate for consideration advances basic human dignity. The legislation's intent is actually quite simple. It allows gender representation on state documents and IDs to be as beautifully diverse as the people in our Commonwealth. Number one, the legislation will allow an individual to change their gender, including choosing a non-binary option on driver's licenses and other identification cards, codifying a current practice adopted by the RMV in the Commonwealth, and kudos to the RMV. Number two, it provides for similar options regarding birth certificates. And number three, it directs the state to develop a plan for non-binary options on all state forms and documents. Massachusetts is not alone, thankfully. 16 states and the District of Columbia allow an X designation on birth certificates. The designation X has emerged as a standard gender-neutral designation on state IDs and records and is available on driver's licenses in at least 22 states and the District of Columbia. An X marker is also consistent with sex designation standards for internationally recognized IDs and passports as set by the International Civil Aviation Association. And the Biden administration now allows individuals to self-identify their gender, including an X, for people who identify as non-binary on US passports. People know what gender they are. They don't need a doctor's note or the state to tell them. Our current binary options are archaic, limited, and overly restrictive, and have created a situation where government is infringing on people's civil right to self-identify. Non-binary markers allow non-binary, gender-diverse, transgender individuals to participate in society without having to misgender or misidentify themselves. Think about that for a moment. People who are non-binary, gender-diverse, transgender have been forced to identify in a box, M or F, when it's not how they identify. We can change that with this legislation. Studies have shown that having even one document that accurately reflects a person's gender identity can improve mental health and reduce suicide attempts among transgender and non-binary people. Please let me extend my deep thanks to the gentleman from Westport and the Senate Ways and Means team who dug in mightily on this legislation, including last night. You are true allies. And this, of course, would not have been possible without the Senate President, whose steadfast leadership and vision guides all of us. Many know that this was originally the Senate President's bill, inspired by a brave constituent, which I have been honored to carry. And of course, my thanks to the Senate President's team. I also want to thank many groups and individuals who have been part of this effort for a long time. I particularly want to recognize Trans Health Northampton. It's a group which provides loving care and support to trans and gender diverse individuals and families as they work with an affirming team on their own gender affirming healthcare journey. The Massachusetts Transgender Political Caucus, Mass Equality, GLAD, which also worked last night on this bill, the Stonewall Center at UMass Amherst, and the legislature's LGBTQ caucus, of which I am thrilled to be a Senate member, along with Senators Sear and Brownsberger. And I want to offer a really huge shout out and thanks to the Massachusetts Commission on LGBTQ Youth, which has been a close ally and partner on so many fights for justice. Their advocacy led to an important addition to this bill, which now mandates education, outreach, and capacity building for particularly LGBTQ youth, so they can access the bill's provisions. I'll close by saying names to you. Elle, Soph, Sammy, These are the names of young people which I have spoken and which the Senate President has spoken on this floor over the years that this bill has been passed by our Senate. Today, their stories, their names, and those of their families and countless others in the Commonwealth ring in this chamber. We know that trans rights and trans lives are under attack across the nation. Today, let the Senate send a powerful message. Not only are gender diverse people welcome in the Commonwealth, they are seen by our Senate, they are affirmed by our Senate, and we have changed the laws to protect them and meet them where they are, as we must. I believe that this will be the Senate, Mr. President, Madam President, when this will be the session where this bill becomes law, and I am grateful to Representative Mindy Dahm and Marjorie Decker for their leadership. I am grateful to my team who have assembled here and who did good work on this bill, and I would be deeply grateful to my colleagues for a yes vote on this bill, and I request that when a vote is taken, it is taken by a call of the yeas and the nays.
This matter be taken